Hi, friends. It's your pal Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and Josh Johnson and escapism. All right, so let's jump into this. So, who is Josh Johnson? Josh Johnson is a phenomenal American stand-up comedian. That's how he's disguised. He's actually a philosopher. I think the best stand-up comedians today really are philosophers. We don't have a space for philosophy. You might. I attempted to get a minor in it in college. I was unable to do that because I wrote for the. I got into a beef with the top philosophy professor, like literally knocked down. Like, actually, not literally. We didn't knock each other down, but it was very heated, and he really didn't like me. Uh, this guy Garibay is a love him or hate him taste, right? Like this guy really hated me, and he was able to deny my minor, which was really frustrating. But because I had the credits for it, I fulfilled every criteria for it, but but he was able to deny my minor for multiple reasons, and actually two reasons. Yeah. Anyway, let me stay focused here. So Josh Johnson recently said something pretty profound, but he was wrong, right? He said, entertainment is escapism, and you cannot escape your bondage if you're spending your time looking at entertainment. He's 100% wrong. Right now, first of all, Josh Johnson is smarter than me. He's absolutely brilliant. But our world is changing so quickly that some things change and people just don't realize that this new change is in place. And this is why Dungeons and Dragons is so important today. So I have this very unique view that Dungeons and Dragons is a human improvement engine. It is specifically designed to improve, um, to allow humans to grow, improve, and transform. Right, and that was never a game ever, and it's certainly not a game today, right? So I have this really incredibly unique view, right? So so when I heard him say this, I was like, that's wrong, and I'm going to explain to you today why it's wrong. So when we want to grow, improve, or transform, traditionally there have been two places. Those two places still exist, but they're massively changed. Okay. One is school, and I mean K through 12, and I mean college, right? And I mean graduate school. And then there's church, right? Now, church has massively changed. Massively changed. It's massively disrespected in America. It's really not valued anymore, and it is looked down on by almost every intellectual in the world. That used to not be the case. It used to be if you were an intellectual, you had respect at minimum for religion, and you wouldn't speak ill of it. Now, intellectuals speak nothing but ill of religion. Okay. So that place to go to learn, to grow, and transform, it's still there, but its ability to help you learn, grow, and transform is significantly hindered from what it used to be. Okay, it should be able to be that Jesus Christ alone will be enough to help you, grow, improve and transform. But it's really hard now to cut through all the nonsense that is connected to most churches to get there. Okay. But you should still go to church. Okay. Also, school. You should still go to school. However, it is like we now know, like school is just not what it was, right? And the reason for that is parents. Parents are terrible today, right? Back in the old days, a teacher would be like, your kid's doing a bad job with this, and they're misbehaving, and they need to improve it this way. Parents be like, you got it. I'm so sorry they gave you any trouble. Now they're like, you suck. You're a terrible person. I'm going to fight you. We're going to do a legal battle against you. And because you deigned to teach my kid how to read and do math, I'm going to punish you in every possible way. And this has made the school suck at every single level, right? Like the kids are abominable. The teachers are beaten into submission, not physically, but definitely emotionally and spiritually. And the schools suck, right? And so you're not going to be able to grow, improve, and transform the way you used to simply by going to school. So the churches are way less effective, the schools are way less effective, but oh man, our entertainment is more powerful than it's ever been. And it is not escapism. Dungeons and Dragons is exactly where you can grow, improve, and transform, right? And the reason why is this identity stacking, right? So if you want to understand something, you can play it. You can do a social experiment, experience what it means to be a different gender, what it means to be a different preference, what it means to take any risk, what it means to see the sunrise on 30 worlds. Traveling is expensive, but not in Dungeons and Dragons, right? It is the most powerful social experiment model ever created, right? And with narrative, we can powerfully grow, learn, and transform. But it's not just Dungeons and Dragons. This can also be found. Perfect example of this is Josh Johnson himself, right? Oh, hey, everybody! I got a brick wall and a microphone here. I'm just telling some jokes. Ha ha ha! That dude ain't telling jokes. He's spitting pure fire wisdom, more than Socrates or Plato ever did, and you can learn a ton. The other day, he did a piece on. Did you know? Like this was a week ago, right? Did you know that the astronauts are still stuck in space? I had forgotten. I'd completely forgotten that there are human beings stranded in space, right? And he talked about this and talked about what parts of our culture are making it so that we can't just go up and get them, right? We did this in 1969. In 1969, we put men on the moon, right? Now in 2025, we have men and women trapped in space, right? And he really broke this down, and he talked about it from a philosophical, emotional, intellectual level, right? Even a spiritual level, right? And if you listen to him, you could grow, learn, and change. Same with movies, same with the small screen. There are shows that contain powerful truths. Not every show, not every movie, but where schools and churches have dropped the ball, Dungeons and Dragons has massively picked up the ball and run with it. And you can find examples like this where you can very much grow, improve, and transform using entertainment. Entertainment is not escapism. When sorted correctly, entertainment is a powerful institution to grow, learn, and change. And that all happened, and that was all birthed, and that was all started with Gary Gygax's 1974 Dungeons and Dragons, which has made this space for other entertainment models to come in and do the same thing it's been doing for 50 years. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like subscribing and have a fetch millennium.